Ladies and gentlemen, um, undead of varying varieties, my name is ERG Apollo, and welcome back to Dark Souls. In the last episode, we started it all. We created our character, we completed the Undead Asylum with no deaths, 0 deaths, because I'm the best Souls player in the world. That's a joke, by the way, I'm actually pretty bad. But we completed the tutorial, and the game has officially begun. So a few things I want to talk about right out the gate that I didn't explain in the last episode. Souls. They are everything. When you kill enemies and or bosses and or use items that give you a soul, like this for instance, you gain souls. These souls are how you do everything in the game. They're how you buy items, they're how you upgrade weapons, repair equipment, and most importantly, level up. Every level is a single stat point increase. Every stat controls different aspects of your character's progression. So whenever you level something up, please pay attention to what changes. If you're going for a build heavily focusing on, like, heavy armor and weapons, please make sure you buff endurance and strength and stuff. Like I said, you just want to make sure you pay very close attention to what you're upgrading and when. Because leveling up can't be reversed, as far as I'm aware, in Dark Souls 1, and it's also expensive. Like I said, every level is a single stat point, and every level costs a certain number of souls, and leveling up gets very expensive. I mean, right now, I can only afford 3 levels. So, yeah. For my first little bit of levels, I'm actually just going to put 2... we'll do 2 vitality and 1 attunement just to get that extra slot out the way early. So now we have 4 attunement slots. And now we can really begin exploring the world. So there's a bunch of different paths you can take at first at the start of the game, but there is only one really clear, like, definitive, this is where you should go first kind of path. If you're feeling ballsy, you can go towards the skeleton hellhole that is the catacombs and get shit done there, but hey. But really, your primary goal at the start of the game is to ring 2 bells, 1 very high, 1 very low. And so we're going to go to the Undead Burg to get the one up very high first, but we're going to go into these ruins real quick, because if I remember correctly, there's a bunch of items in here to collect. Like some fire bombs, for instance. I'm actually going to equip those. And humanities. So, if I told you that the Estus Flask was your only source of healing, I'm a fucking liar. You can heal with humanities. This is actually something... This is a change I'm not too fond of in Dark Souls 2, is the fact that human effigies, the Dark Souls 2 equivalent to humanities, don't actually heal you when you use them. They just restore your potential maximum health, which we'll talk about that when we actually get around to Let's Playing Dark Souls 2. But yeah, it's a little annoying, but humanities can be used in clutch situations where you just don't have an Estus Flask left. Like, let's say you're 1 hit away from killing a boss, and you're also 1 hit away from fucking dying to the boss. Popping a humanity isn't the worst thing you could do. If it means killing the boss, then that's okay. You can always farm humanities at any point that you have access to enemies that drop them. Okay, this is very... Will I die if I go in here? Is it... Okay. It's really fucking dark. I was scared, alright? Leave me alone. But yeah, humanities are clutch. Always keeps them on you. Humanities are also how you deal with multiplayer stuff. So you can't be invaded, and you also can't invade or do co-op stuff without being a human. Being human also greatly increases your item discovery, as far as I'm aware. And what else does it... What else? Oh yeah, it lets you, being human lets you kindle bonfires, like I said. Are those shields down there normally that blue? Yeah, being human lets you kindle bonfires, so you can start with more than 5 Estus Flasks. I know there's an item down there. I don't feel like dying. lets you start with more than 5 Estus Flasks when you eventually leave the Firelink Shrine to go to the rest of the game. So, you know, I usually just kindle a bonfire the moment I get to it. I don't really like to fuck around with having no like healing options. So some people might be like, "Oh, you're wasting." No, you're fucking wasting humanities. I mean, probably, but I can farm them. I really don't view it as a waste. I'm not one to turn my nose up at a lot of grinding in a game. So if I'm grinding to get humanities, it's whatever. But I'd do something like that off screen. You guys won't have to sit through that. Don't think. I mean, I know I'm probably missing stuff. But it's probably not that important. I just wanted to run through there, grab some of those items. And now we will begin our trek up to the Undead Burg, the first area of the game. In case you're wondering, there's another staircase back here. You can go down into the New Londo ruins, and I actually think you can get the item to give your Estus Flask +1 right out the gate. But it's really dangerous down there, because you can't... I don't think you can damage enemies with anything until you have those transient curse items. So... Holy shit! My man's took a fucking leap! Hey, ow. Did you see? He fucking yeeted himself off the cliff. Zero chill, dude. Zero chill. I mean, I respect it. I can respect the fucking thirst for the kill. Lord knows, the thirst for the kill is what got me fucking killed in Dark Souls 2 a lot earlier today. Okay, I would prefer I'd prefer not to take my first death to something stupid. Do we want to go for that? I think that's just like a ring. I don't think it's a crazy important ring for me as a sorcerer. Ring of Sacrifice. What this does is you die with it equipped, you lose absolutely nothing upon death, which is an absolute godsend, but it breaks. So I do not know how many of those exist in the game, but I guess be really careful. I don't know. I've never used it, but I imagine that it could be helpful for someone at some point. I'm not gonna fucking use it, and I don't really care. But hey, you might need it, so, you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna act like I'm some patron. I'm not gonna act like I'm, like, the fucking god of Dark Souls, and, like, I know everything about the game, so, you know, if I fuck something up, if I say something wrong, you know, be nice about it. Just be like, hey man, this is actually how it works. I'm like, okay, yeah, you got me there. And I'll try to be as nice to Dark Souls 1 as possible, because I want to preface this by saying I do like this game quite a bit. It's just at a certain point in the game, and you'll know when we get there, it really drops off in terms of quality. But that's not going to be for quite a while. So don't you worry your pretty little heads about it. Oh. Excuse me? You know, funny story. When I was first introduced to Dark Souls as a kid, wow. Can I even wield that right now? Probably not. Yeah. Can I even wield it? I can wield it with both hands. I mean, hang on a second. That roll is a little slow, so never mind. Maybe later. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when I was younger, when I was introduced to Dark Souls, probably in middle school, I think. Because I actually think Dark Souls was fairly new. I remember being told that never, by this person, never at any point in your life playing this game should you ever hit R2. Like, ever. I'm like, what? Why? He's like, oh, the attacks are super slow and they're shitty and, you know, you should never use them. I'm like, I mean, sure, you shouldn't strong attack as your first response to anything. for the most part in this game, but it's not that bad. It's quite good, in fact. It can be extremely useful depending on the weapon. Like the Black Steel Katana in Dark Souls 2 has a really satisfying strong attack. And I use it a lot, actually. There's a lot of stuff like around the Undead Burg in this first area, and I probably won't use most of the weapons we find early on because of my build, but I'm still gonna pick them up because it's force of habit at this point. I like collecting things even if I don't use them, and I know that some people might go, "Oh, you didn't pick up this thing and the thing," and I'm like, "I'm not okay. You'll grab it, I guess." But you gonna try to ambush me? I didn't need to do that. I wonder how many times I'm gonna end up saying that throughout this playthrough. Okay, this should be... Shit. Nope. These guys can actually be quite dangerous. These these basic hollow enemies, they do go down pretty easy, but do not mistake them for a nothing enemy. Like, if you see them, you shouldn't just go, "Oh, whatever," right? I mean, maybe one or two of them, they're literally a nothing enemy, but a horde, like an ambush, like the one that's down there, yeah, that'll fucking kill you, easy shit. Unless you've got unless you're on vanilla new game with end game armor and stats, you'll probably be fine. Just don't fuck around. You'll be fine. I'm not expecting too much trouble from these first couple of episodes. I'm not saying I'm not gonna die. I probably will. Knowing me, I'll fuck up a jump somewhere. Okay. Isn't there there's a way to get in there? I actually don't think it's this jump. I think there is a different path. You come up from up here, I think. Yeah, there's a ladder right there. Ooh. Hello there. Man, the fucking Xbox... I know this... We're playing the PlayStation 4 version, so performance is going to be basically locked at 60 FPS, as far as I'm aware with this version of the remaster goes. But man, the original fucking console ports of this game just ran like absolute piss ass. It was terrible. It did not run respectably at all. Well, okay, that's not true. It ran respectably at 30 FPS most of the time, but anytime something big, not even big, sometimes even minor attacks will fucking shatter the performance to an enviable degree. To a level that just shouldn't have happened. It's inexcusable for a game to ship with a performance like that, in my opinion. It was very frustrating. Blighttown is especially really bad. But hey, I know I got the master key. I should still go through Blighttown. I mean, I should. I don't want to. Blighttown sucks. Nobody likes Blighttown. But nowadays it's not nearly as bad because it actually runs at a level that's worth, not terrible. Huh. It doesn't run at fucking sub 10 frame rate anymore, so hey. And while we're on the subject of the remaster, while I am glad to have Dark Souls 1 at a good frame rate, it's pretty bad as a remaster. Cool, because, okay, let me get my thoughts on this game as a remaster out of the way, right now. If you never played Dark Souls 1, this is a great version of the game. But if you did, it does not do, much of anything to address any of the issues. And I know that it wasn't technically feasible, I guess, without, I guess, remaking the game from scratch. I don't know. But it just, you know, the third act of the game is just as bad as it was before. It's just now it doesn't run at fucking 5 frames per second, so... Now you get to experience the worst content in the Souls series at a good frame rate. Not that the entirety of Dark Souls 1 is bad. Before anyone fucking gets their titties in a twist. I just think the last act of this game is complete and utter fucking dishwater. And I don't think I'm the only one with that opinion, but, you know, who knows? Look, I like Dark Souls 1. I really do. I think it's a great game. But you'll see. You'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. Anyways, do I want to go commit murder right now? No, not really. First things first. I'm gonna pop one of these boys. I need to pop 2 of them because I need one to reverse hollowing and one to kindle. I wouldn't normally do this if I was playing a full melee run, but since I'm doing a magic build, which is a type of run in Dark Souls 1 I haven't done in ages, I'm doing this just to be safe. Now I remember this. So, I mentioned in the last episode that going human affects your item discovery. The more floating humanities you have, I guess, or whatever the term is, that number right there, the higher that number is, the better your item discovery is. So, you know, keep that in mind. Also, Dark Souls 1 lets you level up from any bonfire. You don't have to talk to a specific NPC to do it, which is nice. Not that I really have a problem with the later Souls games that have you talk to a certain NPC to level up, but it is just convenient to be able to walk up to a bonfire, hit the button, and then distribute your stats, and then walk away. Rather than having to sit through a load transition to get to wherever you're going, get up from the bonfire, talk to the person, level up, and then sit through another load transition back to whatever area you're in. Again, it's not the worst thing that could happen. It's certainly not the worst gameplay atrocity this franchise has committed. Oh, I forgot about the fucking kick. Jay, you can break enemy guards by pushing forward and the light attack button. It's not exactly a super safe or useful maneuver after the beginning of the game, but it can be very helpful if an enemy is just turtling too much. Sorry about that. Purchase item, repair powder. Okay, I need 3,000. You don't need to okay, so if you don't plan on killing this guy, you don't need this box, this repair box that I'm gonna buy. But I still want to buy it right now. Okay, I need just a little more. But I'm gonna buy it right now. I don't know if I'm gonna kill him, honestly. Killing this guy nets you the Uchigatana weapon, which is an incredibly powerful weapon if you're doing a dexterity-based build. Or, you know, if you happen to be doing magic and the melee like damage type you choose is dexterity focused. It is very strong. It does good damage. It has a pretty quick attack. It can also do bleed. So, after a certain number of strikes, a meter fills up. And once that meter gets completely filled, whoever has the bleed status on them just takes a shit ton of damage right away. Okay, I would rather this not be my first death. That'd be kind of amazing. Oh, come on! No! Ah! What's happening? Okay, chill, bro, chill. you've got the range advantage, dude. Take a chill pill. Oh my god! That is certainly a precedent that the rest of, that is a good precedent for what the rest of this Let's Play is going to be like. And I'm both very excited and very afraid. Door's not open from this side. Does it not? Oh, I thought it did. Okay. I just know that Big Hat Logan is down there. Big Hat Logan is very important, basically required if you're doing a magic build. It's how you get the most powerful spells in the game, if I remember correctly. I think. I mean, I'm almost 100% certain because he's like the magic dealing NPC. He's the guy who sells you your fucking your spells. I don't know if he sells any other kind of magic. Like, I know he definitely doesn't sell pyromancies. I don't know about miracles. Black firebombs. These are extremely powerful. Black firebombs are like just a stronger version of the firebomb. They're good. I mean, they're a great ranged option if you are a melee damage dealer and you just don't have... Yeah, either you're too scared to approach something or you just don't want to approach something. You can just firebomb it and it'll be gone. I know I use them a lot. Like, a lot on my first playthroughs of Dark Souls because, well, you know me. I was really bad at these games. Like, I was total dog shit at Dark Souls for a long time. And I think anybody who is, like, really good at a Souls game nowadays can probably, like, be like, yeah, no, I know that feeling. What the hell? Okay. Why is there a message there? God. Oh, bye. He went all the way. Good God. But I basically used firebombs more than melee attacks. It was a little sad. I also decided that my optimal in a moment of infinite fucking wisdom that younger me had, I thought, let's in Dark Souls, let's level up, but only level up when you have enough souls to put 1 point into every stat, and that's just how you're gonna level up. Look, since Dark Souls is an action RPG, that is something I could have gotten away with. No. Don't do that. I'm begging you. It's so... I promise you. I just wasted a couple of soul arrows there. I promise you, it is so much fucking easier if you don't do that. What do you mean? Where's my dagger? Where'd it go? There it is. What do I need to wield the longsword? 10 strength? I'm at 9. Okay. I'll be honest, as of right now, I still don't 100% super duper know what I'm gonna pick as my melee weapon of choice. By the time it's important for me to know, I'll have it figured out, don't worry. I just know that I'm doing magic melee, and that's how it's gonna roll. There should be a crystal lizard up here. No, there isn't. Crystal lizards are cool. They give you rare blacksmithing materials. So they'll give you like twinkling titanite or like slabs or chunks, I think. Oh, there is. The thing is, though, they can run away. Like, there we go. 2 twinkling titanite and a chunk. They can just, like, straight up run away from you and disappear. It's not permanent, so don't worry too much. If you fail to kill a crystal lizard, just go back to the nearest bonfire. Chill out. Take a deep breath, and try again. And you know what? That can be said about most of Dark Souls 1, honestly. Just, take a deep breath. If you fail, try again. The game is hard, don't get me wrong, and I'm not trying to discount people who, who have an extremely hard time with this game, because it is challenging. You can't sprint up ladders in this game. Fuck. I just want to point out I made a huge mistake. Or did I? Fuck my resin. And he goes down. That could have gone better. I could have not had to use a second gold pine resin, but, it's all good. We got another humanity out of it. I didn't die. That feels good. I mean, it feels good to not die to that boss. When I first played Dark Souls 1, that boss took me, 9 tries. Very easy. The Master Key can get you those gold pine resins like you saw. I didn't mention them when I picked them up. But, gold pine resin, it's resin or a type of item that you can use, and it'll apply an element, temporarily to the weapon in your right hand. And they can be very good. So, if you're having a tough time with a boss and you can't exactly pin down why you're not doing enough damage, maybe take a quick peek at the wiki, see if there's an elemental attack you can use or some type of thing to make it easier on yourself. But yeah, for now, an absolute legend is in our presence. It's him. It's the Sunbro himself.
Hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Surveyor of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gloom, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, it should. No need to hide your passion. I get that all the time.
Praise the sun.
Oh, I have a proposition. The way I see it, in a land brimming with horrors. So what do you say? Why not help one another on this level? It pleases me greatly. We are amidst strange beings. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. But you seem to summon one another as spirits, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones, but I am a warrior of the sun. If you miss me.
So, basically what Solaire just did was explain to us in universe co-op. Co-op in Dark Souls has always been a finicky piece of shit. So, don't expect it. But you can summon NPCs to assist you in battle, so do expect that. Is it really locked? Oh yeah, this is where you use the basement key. Fuck. Ooh, I made it. Haha! I did it! Okay. That bridge is dangerous. You will literally die if you try to run all the way across it. I just wanted to get down here because we can now open a shortcut to get all the way up there instead of having to run all the way through the, Titanite. Titanite? I'm literally forgetting the name of the boss we just killed. But instead of having to run from here to the boss's arena, you can just, climb the ladder, and there you go. Now I can rub the longsword. How many do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 whole levels. So I'll put 1 into strength. Okay, I could. So it's 2 to get another attunement slot, but I only have 1 spell, so it's not really going to be useful to me. Okay, I guess I'll do 1, 2, 3 in intelligence. And, okay, maybe I'll take 1 for intelligence and do that. Yeah, that feels right. Feels like a not horrible way to spend those points. Now I can wield a weapon with an attack that doesn't feel totally shitty, and it actually does decent damage, right? Sort of. It's not terrible. It's better than what I had. That's what is important to me. It also has a strong attack that's actually pretty good. It's also just like a moveset I'm far more accustomed to than the actual dagger, so the less time I have to spend using the dagger, the better. Yeah, I think considering we killed a boss, we've leveled up. We met Solaire. I think I'm gonna end it. We got quite a lot done. We've seen a bit more of the game. You know how it is. We're making pretty good progress. Yeah. But anyways, thank you all for watching this episode of Dark Souls 1. I don't know how the series is doing so far. This is only the 2nd episode I've recorded. None of them have been uploaded yet. Who knows how long that'll take. But anyways, thank you all for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe to the channel, you know, all that good stuff. Stuff like that is totally optional, but liking the video does help it get out into the algorithm more, and more people will see it. And it's also free. It's a really quick, easy, fast way to support the video. Subscribing is also free, and you can also undo it later if you just stop caring. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!